He's a local producer with an inside track to the Kilpatrick family, out making a movie portraying Kwame Kilpatrick as an urban hero. But then the story changed.
We had a situation where the film started out excellent, they loved it, but then the way we portrayed him in certain scenes they wasn't comfortable with.
What did this local producer find out about Kwame that has the former mayor refusing to endorse the film? The Defenders, tonight at 11.
Tomorrow, starting at 9, back-to-back episodes of America's Got Talent. Then at 11, he had inside access to the Kilpatrick family for a documentary that was supposed to make Kwame look like an urban hero.
So why is the fallen mayor refusing to endorse the film?
Get a sneak peek as the Defenders reveal the real story behind Kwame Kilpatrick, the untold story.
Tomorrow, don't miss America's Got Talent at 9. Later, it's Jay and The Tonight Show following Local 4 News at 11. Worth staying up for.
And a local filmmaker gets inside access to the Kilpatrick family.
He actually gave me some things to identify with as a young man.
He wanted to make a documentary portraying Kwame Kilpatrick as an urban hero. So why is the now fallen former mayor refusing to endorse it? The Defenders give us a sneak peek next.
Inspired by Kwame Kilpatrick, this filmmaker wants everyone to see the untold side of the fallen former mayor.
Originally, we decided to go out and make Kwame the hero.
Now, after watching the film, Kilpatrick is refusing to endorse it. He had inside access to the Kilpatrick family, even getting an extensive interview with the former mayor himself.
Yeah, but now the former mayor of Detroit doesn't like what he saw. Now the Defenders get a sneak peek and show you why. Here's Kevin Dietz.
He's a local producer who knows the streets of Detroit well. He was out to make a movie that made Kwame Kilpatrick look like an urban hero. But that's not how his new movie turned out.
This is the Kwame Kilpatrick story.
Kwame Kilpatrick, the untold story, as told by local producer Flip Wilson.
He actually gave me some things to identify with as a young man.
As an aspiring producer, Flip Wilson looked up to Kwame Kilpatrick when he was first elected mayor of Detroit.
And just that sheer fact that he was 31 years of age when he was elected the youngest mayor of Detroit.
Now, a decade later, he's about to release a new movie on the man who inspired him.
Originally, we decided to go out and make Kwame the hero.
Kwame Kilpatrick as a hero? Exactly the kind of movie the Kilpatrick family could get involved with.
We went to them morally because we wanted to show them the film before we put it out and ask them to actually endorse the film for us.
Wilson says the Kilpatricks loved how the film begins, comparing Kwame Kilpatrick to Coleman Young.
Meanwhile, on June 6, 1970, a son was born to Bernard and Carolyn Kilpatrick. His name was Kwame Malik. His birth was a joy to the family, but it would be only a matter of time before that same baby boy would grow up to fill the big shoes that Coleman Young once wore.
To this day, we know that Coleman Young was scrutinized and, had a lot of allegations thrown at him, but he's still a hero in the public's eye, and a lot of people believe that about Kwame as well.
The movie insisting that Kwame took over what Coleman began, a movement to empower African Americans in the city of Detroit.
Immediately, the new mayor took action on revamping the city and became Detroit's starting player.
It's valid because the way the public, the way Detroiters feel about Kwame and Coleman Young, that's what makes it valid.
Kwame Kilpatrick even agreed to be interviewed for the movie.
The overpowering media who still ran stories and never has gotten people confused in time. And it was all done, to undermine the intelligence of Detroiters, which it did, which it did. They are no longer in charge of their own thinking. As a community, they don't think for themselves.
Ionic Kilpatrick giving detailed, specific notes of what to keep in, what to cut out, and what to change in the movie. But then, something went wrong.
We had a situation where the film started out excellent, they loved it, but then the way we portrayed him in certain scenes they wasn't comfortable with.
As Wilson worked his way through the neighborhoods, he realized Detroiters did love Kwame, but they also were betrayed by Kwame.
It was a stereotype saying a young black man at the age of 30 couldn't get the job done, and he let us down. He let himself down. He let his family down.
Job rate done went down. Everybody leaving Michigan. You seen the census.
The movie makes some mistakes, giving credit to Kilpatrick for the Super Bowl and bringing stadiums to Detroit when those deals were obviously done during Dennis Archer's administration. And the movie relies too heavily on local and national news clips to tell the story. But it does offer unique insight from the streets, going to neighborhoods Kwame grew up in, talking to many on the front lines whose voices had not yet been heard.
I'm gonna get out here and do what I know best. Just like Kwame did. He got out here and did what he knew best.
Ultimately, the movie includes segments about Kwame's failures with Christine Beatty, questions about the death of exotic dancer Tamara Green, and allegations of theft, bribery, and conspiracy in the federal criminal case. That cost Flip Wilson the Kilpatrick family endorsement.
They wanted to re-edit the film, put their spin on it, and I just felt like it wouldn't be the untold story if we just give one opinion.
To find out more about this movie and when it's going to be released and how you can get a copy, go to our website at clickondetroit.com. Kevin Dietz, Defenders.